Do you love scenic drives and hidden gems that only the locals know about? This Montenegro road trip might just be your dream escape. Hi there, my name is Toes and welcome to my channel where I share tips and inspiration to help you travel on your own terms. If you've ever thought about taking a road trip through a place that feels like it's straight out of a movie set, Montenegro is the right place. From the rugged coastlines to misty mountain views, this tiny little country packs a punch when it comes to beauty. So in today's vlog, I'm taking you through the most epic driving route in Montenegro, starting from Tivat and wrapping up in Kotor. So stick around because we're not just talking about tourist spots. There's some secrets here that you won't find in any travel guide. So let's get into it. We're kicking off in Tivat, a small but lively city on the Bay of Kotor. A quick heads up, I booked my rental through localrent.com, and the best part, they dropped the car right at my hotel. Talk about the service. So, first tip, if you're flying into Tivat, that's your airport to consider, and booking a rental from a local company like this means no hassle. So from Tivat, we hit the road to Budva, and let me tell you, driving along the coast here is everything. And you want to make sure you do it with a friend because it's just so much fun when you share the moments with people. You'll be passing through quaint little towns, and you'll be able to watch the waves crash against the rocks and soaking in the views that make you feel like you're in an absolute dream. Budva itself is this, vibrant seaside towns. I didn't spend too much time there, but you can see the ancient walls and they just take you back in time. But let's be real, it's the drive there that will leave you speechless. And pro tip. If you want to skip the crowded tourist spots, try heading to one of the hidden beaches just a bit outside of the main city. It's so much quieter and still stunning. So Budva is one of the cities or towns you want to stop in when you are in Montenegro. Next up is Sveti Stefan. So the drive here is gorgeous, but it's the church of the Tivat that really caught my attention. Now here's the thing most people don't know about. If you drive up to the mountains to the church, you get a view of Sveti Stefan that will take your breath away. Now, the drive up can be a little scary and it feels like, oh my gosh, am I going the right way? But just keep going and you will get there. Of course, it was cloudy when we went, so our view wasn't as epic as the ones that I saw online, but it's definitely worth the drive for that panoramic view. So if you're into photography or you just want to feel like you're on top of the world, this spot is a must. So I would definitely be going back to be able to really see it on a clear day. Now, let's talk about Ostrog Monastery. This one is a bit of a journey. The roads are winding, almost like a roller coaster many times. You'll be hugging the mountains, so take your time and stay safe. Some of the locals on the road, and I don't know, maybe they're tourists, they can be a little bit aggressive, driving like they're in a rush to go somewhere. But here's the thing, don't get rattled. Just stick to your lane, keep your cool, and enjoy the ride. Again, remember, that's why I said it's always good to go with people, because then they can just keep you leveled and you can just relax while you're driving. But once you get to the monastery, wow, the church is literally built into a rock, into a mountainside. It feels like a miracle in itself, If you're in the area, don't just rush through it. Take a moment to enjoy the serenity. You can also go through the church and just kind of see what's about.
All right, Tolu, where are we?
Hi, we are right now at the Ostrog Orthodox Monastery. It's a monastery that's actually built in the rocks, like in the caves. I think they do a few prayers and stuff there. So from there, we made our way to Kormanica village. It's this hidden gem that not many tourists know about. It's also a cute little new village. The village is small, but it's charming, and we stayed in these adorable little triangular houses. I've always wanted to stay in one of those. It was like stepping into another world. It's so quiet, so peaceful. So if you're looking for a place to unplug and really get away from it all, Kormanica is the place that you need to go. Plus, it's a perfect midway point to break up the long drive to the next destination that we're going tomorrow. So the next morning, we hit up the road and headed further up north to Piva Lake in Plužine. I love it, guys. This is where the magic truly happens. The lake is surrounded by mountains and the water crystal clear. So if you're into nature or you just want a place to relax, this spot feels untouched by the modern world. And it's also a great spot for some kayaking if you're into that, or a peaceful boat ride. So here's a pro tip for you. You have to bring your camera because this place looks like something out of a postcard. You have to capture it. Finally, we made our way back to Kotor, the city that feels like it's straight out of a medieval fairy tale. The whole town is filled with cobbled streets, ancient churches, and there's this amazing view of the Bay of Kotor. Here's the kicker though. Don't just stick to the main tourist areas. If you can, climb up the city walls for a panoramic view of the entire bay. It's a little strenuous, but it's totally worth it. I didn't do that, but I'm really hoping to do that when I go back. But if you're not up for the climb, you can just wander around the old town and take it all in. That's literally what I did with my friend. There's no wrong way to explore Kotor. Do it at your own pace and also based on what you like to see. So here's the thing, while the drive through Montenegro is gorgeous, it's not always smooth sailing. The roads can be narrow. Like I said, some drivers don't exactly follow the rules. We got caught behind a few aggressive drivers who weren't shy about tailgating. But honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal. So if you're used to driving in places where the roads aren't as predictable, just take it slow, be aware of your surroundings, and don't let it stress you out, okay? And if you're renting a car, definitely get one that's comfortable for longer drives. Those mountain roads can be tough. We got a small Toyota Yaris. Toyotas are always durable, so you can't go wrong with that. But here's the kicker. Everywhere you go in Montenegro feels like an adventure. So whether it's driving through the winding mountain roads or stumbling upon a random village, there's always something new to discover. Literally in every corner of Montenegro, you can't get tired of the views. It looks too unreal, like in a postcard. And as you drive through these tiny, remote villages, you realize how much of a contrast there is between the hustle and bustle of the cities and the peacefulness of the mountains. It's like getting two experiences in one trip. The natural beauty, the culture, the history, it's all intertwined. Now, if you're wondering about the most epic part of this whole journey, it's got to be that drive to Piva Lake. The water there, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's so clear, it's so peaceful, the viewpoint. It felt like we had stumbled upon a hidden treasure. So if you're in Montenegro, make sure you carve out time for this. Trust me, it is absolutely worth it. So what's the takeaway from this epic road trip? Montenegro may be small, but it's packed with surprises at every turn. From the dramatic coastlines of Budva to the serene beauty of Piva Lake, this is one country that should be on every traveler's radar. If you're planning a road trip here, remember, take your time, drive safely, and don't be afraid to explore the lesser known spots. There's so much more than meets the eye in this beautiful, gorgeous country. If you've enjoyed this journey so far, hit that subscribe button and check out my next video for more hidden gems. See you in the next video.